Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my cold, snowy shop. Look at this snow. This is like 2 snows since Thanksgiving, or around Thanksgiving. Of course, it's not sticking to the ground, to the roads or anything, so we're okay, but still. Is this a prelude to a winter that we're going to see some serious snow? I don't know. Well, anyway, welcome to my shop. All right, got some more errands to do today. Going to have to do some running around and not wrenching. I hope that's not too bad for you folks. Gonna take it out in the snow. So anyway, let's see how this dude's gonna start on this cold morning. I believe it's about 32, freezing. Right, let's see. 3 kicks, neutral, ignition, contact. Right on. Ooh. There we go. It likes kick down. It don't like that full choke. I guess I could play with it some more, you know, because I got 2 chokes actually. One may be opening a little more than the other. I don't know if I can adjust it. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. But anyway, let's pull this out of the shop and let it warm up a little bit outside here. Better pull up a little more. My old missus is about to leave to go do her shopping. Better make sure she can get around me. Alright. I like to give her a wide berth, if you know what I mean. She's a good driver, but alright. Full heat. Let's see what that does. All right. Slow down. All right, how we feeling here? Oh, that's warm air coming out. It's been warming just for a little bit. Okay. Oh, we're still showing barely off the 100 on the temperature scale. So anyway, Mrs. hadn't left yet, so I'm beating her out. I'm gonna head towards town. See how cold? Oh, she's cold-natured on these cold days. But anyway, my neighbor dog. I gotta climb there. Ooh, she's cold. Grind her a little bit to warm her up. Okay. I'm not headed to town per se. I'm headed west, and about 4 miles down the road is it's a community, another community that's got a lot of businesses and restaurants and such. And it's also got my bank, and I gotta go pull some cash out. But the reason why I need some cash is I'm going Christmas shopping. Yeah, I'm gonna go to some good places like Tractor Supply, Rural King, Ace Hardware. Yeah, I'm also, yeah. Well, my wife may watch this. Well, she don't really watch these. The only one she watched is when I did the Doyle interview. So, Kohl's. She loves Kohl's. So I guess I'm going to have to run in there. And I don't pick clothes. 3 things I don't do around my household. I don't pick clothes. I don't pick colors for anything, be it paint, be it furniture, none of that. And I don't pick furniture. That is not my domain. I have been told it isn't, and I have no problem with that. I've got my own domain, my shop, and I kind of purposely keep it a little on the dirty side. You know, of course it's junked up, but she won't step foot in it. She'll stand at the door, you know. She may come in if it's raining, just right inside the doorway, you know, if she needs to tell me something. But mostly she won't go in that building at all. And that's good, you know, that's fine. I'm all right with that. She's not really a helper per se, as far as mechanicking goes. And I don't really want to get her too involved because I don't want her to get hurt. That's not her thing, and that's fine. I have no problem with it. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Christmas shopping. Where I'm headed. But first, I got to get some cash money, and that's where I'm headed first. And I've got my, I got to do my dump run. You know, I call it a dump, but you know, it's really a convenience center, but we just call it a dump. And turn green. Oh, there you go. She's not stumbling as bad. Now I'm in traffic. I keep looking for a mirror over there. I guess another mod I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a mirror on that passenger side. I really do like to use a mirror. So, and anyway, where was I? Get lost in the moment quite a bit anymore. Sure is nice and pretty out here. Bit of sliding. Yeah, got to take these corners a little bit slower than normal. These little old skinny tires, they got excellent tread, but what we got there? I hardly ever see them horses laying down like that. But yeah, that's some of these places the sun won't even hit on this. This is the east side of the mountain, and so I gotta keep my eye peeled on the black ice. It's the temperature's right, humidity, you know, there's water on the ground, so it can freeze. Down. Amazingly, my one of my stations that I complained about in the video before this was that I wasn't being able to pull those stations in. Well, today I am. It's not overcast, so I'm not real sure why. But I'll not look a gift horse in the mouth. Anyway. The roads are in great shape. Excellent shape. worse tonight though. Yeah, 35, that's good safe speed. Trying to think of some stuff to talk about, but I'm just kind of enjoying the scenery. Maybe you all are too. Deer are known to jump out and run across around in this part. Got some motivated hikers up there today. Now I've hiked back when I was doing the hiking in the snow up there, and it's really nice. It's really good too, and it's about 1,000-foot incline, and it's pretty steep in most places. So by the time you get up there, you've worked up a good sweat. You're not going to be too cold. Just make sure you got something covering your feet and your hands. And you're good to go. In your head, you know, a toboggan's really good over a hat. In that case, also your ears. Anyway, it's a really good hike. To do the whole thing, I think I've said it before, it takes about 2.5, 3 hours. So it's a pretty good place for sale. Anyway, that was a nice little section there. Alright, I know I've been doing a lot of cruising videos lately, and I hope that's alright with you all. I just haven't got back into the shop and got back into any of the projects on the GMC or this lately. I've been doing some honeydews for the missus, and of course the holidays, and I just haven't got into it just yet. I'm collecting parts as we go, and I kind of expect some on Christmas. That'll give me some things to do. Plans that I want to get that probably will be the windshield. I'm going to replace the windshields in this. You know, this got a big crack here on the passenger side. The rubbers, you know, it's wind broke. It's dry rotted. You know, it leaks here in the corner if I'm out in a good hard rain. So I want to do the windshields, and this one right here, the driver's side, will go to the GMC. Both its windshields are bad too. They're, I don't know what happened to that. All the glass in the GMC is bad. Where I'm lucky, I've got this here, and I'm telling you, this may upset some of the purists, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with that sliding glass window here in the back. Yeah, I'm telling you. I just, now this cab in the heat of the summer is like an oven, even with all the windows down. And the vent's open, don't matter. You know, it's having a slide glass window back here will be beneficial in getting more air in here, cool air. I mean, the only other option I'd have would be to go to air conditioning, and I got a lot more things I'd want to do with that money than air conditioning. I'd like the body work for chickens. One more sip. You know, it gets at the right temperature. There you go. Not too hot, not you know, hotter than warm, but not so hot as you can't take a good swag of it. But anyway, what was I talking about? That was good, wasn't it? It must not have been too important. Anyway, talking about my coffee? Working on these trucks and, you know, projects. Windshields. Yeah, the windshields are coming up. Let me see, since I put this engine in, I'm at, let me see, almost 2,000 miles. So, sometime this spring I'll hit that 3,000 mile. I may do it before. Just depends, but this is going to be a major service on this next 3,000 mile oil change. Of course, it'll be the oil change. I hope to have the bypass oil filter either installed or ready to install. My brake pedal, these brakes, I put them on new back when I got the truck running about 6-7 years ago. They've got maybe almost 25,000 miles on them. So, and I've got I can tell, you know, after you drive these things for a while, you can tell when you need to adjust them. Well, I adjust them pretty good, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to replace the front shoes. Maybe not the backs, but definitely the fronts. And so I'll do something on that, because these are still the original Huck brakes. And they're not that hard to do, but they are a lot different than the Bendix brakes that those of us that have done brakes are accustomed to. You know, these Huck brakes, they don't adjust. They don't self-adjust. You have to manually adjust them. And you got the two shoes, you got an adjustable per shoe. So, basically when you adjust, let's say the driver's side front wheel, you got two adjustments to make just to that one wheel. And then, you know, so each wheel takes two adjustments. And it's not hard, it's not rocket science, but you know, it is a maintenance that was the way of the dodo bird when the self-adjusting Bendix came up. Even though you do occasionally have to adjust Bendix brakes. Yeah, I mean, they don't adjust fully. Now that squeak you hear, that is my clutch pedal rubbing. The rubber, you know, there's a rubber leather type pad, insulator pad that the clutch rod part of the pedal goes through when it goes through the floorboard. Well, that insulator, that rubber seal, it's wore out now, so the rod will kind of rub on the metal every now and then, so I'll get that squeak. I've noticed that in my last couple of videos where I've been driving, and so I thought I'd throw that out there too, that's not the, that's the clutch pedal. I'm sorry, the clutch pedal, not brake, but the clutch pedal. Now my brake pedal's starting to stick a little bit, so I've ordered, there's that squeak, I've ordered a new brake return spring, but I'm also thinking there's so much travel in the pedal that it's hitting that, it's extending the return spring out so much that it's losing its strength to pull it back. So I got the new spring. Now normally that spring would be pretty easy to do on a stock engine setup, but I got this dual exhaust, and the two pipes are in the way. And I can't get enough leverage without, you know, didn't have it jacked up or anything, so I can't get enough leverage just laying under it to pull that new spring on. So that's something else I'll be doing in this upcoming service. I'm gonna rotate the tires. I want to repack the front bearings, wheel bearings. I'll adjust the rear. Of course, I'll inspect them, but I'm pretty sure they'll just need adjustment. You know, normally 3/4 I believe it's 3/4 of your stopping power will comes from the front brakes and not the rear. Okay, although the rear does, the adjustment on the rear when you have shoe type brakes does give you the pedal, solid pedal you need. You know, if your pedal's got a lot of travel, you can adjust the rear to take it up. Of course, with these hook brakes, you got to adjust all four. But anyway, so I know they need adjustment, and I'm pretty convinced, even though I haven't looked at them, that my fronts are going to need replaced. And you know, you would think you would get more than 24,000 miles out of them, but you know, these are aftermarket, and from whoever made them, I have no idea. To tell you the truth, I was kind of shocked at how thin the material, the braking pad material on the shoes was. I expected something thicker, almost twice as thick as what came on them brand new. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just get another set. The good thing about these brakes, these hook brakes, are the front, the leading and trailing shoe are the exact same, and the front and the back shoes are the exact same. So anyway, the same shoe will fit any wheel. All right. Now the way it wears is different. And back in the old days, you could take the shoes and reverse them. Put the trailing on the leading and the leading on the trailing, because one of them will wear more than the other. I think the leading wears more than the trailing, but I'll know that more when I pull it off. I used to know that because it's really the same for any type of brake setup, and that's why even on the newer Bendix brakes, that one shoe was actually had less material than the other because it wasn't needed. Anyway, so the brakes, I want to do it. Of course, you know, transmission's going to need probably some grease, some 80-90, because I can, you know, it leaks a little bit. You know, I haven't been able to totally stem that dadgum U-joint ball housing from leaking. I've got the nut cranked up as tight. The only thing I can think of is it was when I was adjusting it out of the truck. It's even with one gasket, you know, you use there's up to 4 gaskets you can use, and that sets the free play of the ball housing in the tail cone of the transmission. Anyway, even down to just one gasket, it was still somewhat loose. So I'm thinking, well, I may, you know, they don't make them new anymore. I may try to locate a used one somewhere, and perhaps it'll be in better shape. But my U-joint's in excellent shape. My bushings in the torque tube for the propeller shaft seem to be in real good shape. I had no up or down or sideways plate, so I didn't address them. That's why I didn't put what they call an okie bushing in there. Now, before you know, I kept a check on my rear end grease level. Even back when I was running the 216, because I was having that leaks up here on it, and I wanted to see if that transmission oil was making its way all the way to the rear end, because eventually it can. There's a couple of seals that should stop it, and I guess it just backs it back up, you know, in design up to the U-joint, but you know, they're not going to seal perfectly anyway. So the oil, the grease in the rear end never increased appreciably. In other words, it never got so, you know, so high that it was leaking out my axle onto the brakes. Never did. So that tells me the seals on the propeller shaft are okay too. You know, I guess, you know, even though they are somewhat hard, somewhat old, making sure it's still recording. Even though they are somewhat old, I mean, if the bushings are well lubricated and they don't wear, you know, with the shaft wearing in the hole is what will wear the bushings out and will also wear the seal out. So apparently they're still pretty good, so I'm not going to worry about that. Although I'm getting to the point where I think I may want to order one of those Okie bushings anyway, because they can be rare, hard to find sometimes. It's like they wait till they get enough back orders, whoever's providing them now, then they send the order to China or wherever they make them, and they get them, get a batch made up and get them back, get them sent, and they'll sell them. I'm thinking I might jump on that bandwagon because, this truck's going to stay torque tube. GNC, it's long gone. It's been open drive shaft when I got it, so it's not a concern. But this is going to stay a torque tube, and sometimes I like to collect parts for future, just in case. And I'm building up quite a bit of spare parts that I haven't needed so far, knock on wood. Anyway, this 235 is performing a lot better than I expected. I'm real happy with it. I didn't know what to expect with those twin carburetors. Or the dual exhaust for that matter. Now, I put about 5 years on that 216 with a single carburetor and a single exhaust. And it ran good, really good for being wore out. But I got a good feel for, a basic engine with manual everything. It had the, I still have it, and I'm going to keep it, the Rochester B, that some enthusiasts claim is a very bad carburetor. I think they were a pretty good carburetor. I think when they go through so many different hands of rebuilding and swapping model parts, that's where they get their bad reputation. And over tightening them together, once they take them apart for service of one type or other, warps the cases. I can't hardly believe a case will just warp on its own without any with any man helping it along, if you know what I mean. So anyway, all I know is that Rochester B that was on my 216, it didn't leak, it ran great, never gave a problem at all. And 23,000 miles. What was wore out on the 216 was the bottom end. It had so much blow by, it was pathetic. I could, with the plugs in, generator tightened up to where it should be, I could grab hold of the fan belt and I could turn that engine easily. I mean, it had, I don't know how much compression it had, but I could turn it by hand very easily. You ain't gonna do that with this engine. It's not, no. Okay, we got something going on. Be back. Cruising, watching the road here. That was 60. Thinking I'd like to try to do like a remote mic, put it back here by the exhaust and hear it. I'm also thinking I may want to change my air cleaners. When I open this thing up, this engine up, it's the equivalent of a 4-barrel, right? Because we got two 2-barrels, and normally it runs off the 2 primary barrels. So it's normally cruising along with 2 small 2-barrels. But when I open it up, it kicks open the secondaries, and it's a 4-barrel. think I ought to hear some kind of sound. Now this is, I don't know if you've heard of Hearst trailers. They're big around this way. They build all kinds of trailers. And they build, this is kind of their old plant. At one time they had gone under. Well, not so much gone under, they just weren't producing anything. And all of a sudden, I don't know if a son or a relative or someone has got it back going, but they're back to building trailers again. And they build real good trailers. They build from boat trailers to utility type trailers. You know, I think they got a contract with some of the local big box stores too. So anyway, that was their plan right there. Out here, out in the middle of nowhere.